Now, they may be light on their feet, but their hand is very heavy. Next up is lightweight category. Now, in the blue corner, a quarterfinalist at the 2010 China Open with 1 TKO already in this competition. Please remember and welcome from Dynamo Moscow, Adlan Abdurashidov. And in the red corner, silver medalist at the 2005 National Championships. There's absolutely nothing friendly about him in the ring. From the Venky's Mumbai fighters, Siddarth, Buddy Boy Varma.
रोके ऐसी बंदिश के मुंह पे डिशू दुश्मन की चौखट पे जाके उसकी हर साजिश के मुंह पे डिशू.
We've got the lightweight bout coming up, and that's the lightweight rankings in the World Series of Boxing. You got Baku Fires once again at the top. Nagdizov, then Bagran Safrans of Dynamo Moscow with 2 wins on tied with Ashalov of the Aslan Astana and Valentino of Milano Thunder and Juan Romero of the Mexico City Guerreros in 5th place with 150 points. That is the individual rankings so far, and that is the man on your screen is Adlan Abdurashidov of the Dynamo Moscow. Here are the judges from Turkmenistan: Ishanguli, Baratnazov, Gallagher of Ireland and Sharmak of Germany, while in the ring it will be Martin Tadic of Croatia who will be supervising. That's Martin Tadic of Croatia, the referee for bout number 2. So, Venky's Mumbai fighters have started with a win. Gaurav Viduri giving them a split 2-1 win over Vladimir Nikitin to lead 1-0. That's Siddarth Varma. He's got a 1-1 record in the World Series boxing so far. He lost to Edward Husseinov when the Venky's Mumbai fighters traveled to Moscow, and then beat Eric Fowler in this very arena. Okay. So this arena has certainly brought good luck to Siddarth Varma, yes. And let's see if he can continue that good showing here.
No folding, no selling.
Abdurashidov,
let's go.
The man who was ranked 9th last season with a 3-2 record, 3 wins and 2, but this time around he is ranked number 27. Siddarth Varma in black shorts and Adlan Abdurashidov in blue shorts. Siddarth Varma, a bit of a mixed bag. Can he keep that attack going?
Stop! Stop! No pushing. Box!
Referee Tadic immediately warning the Russian boxer against pushing. Abdurashidov has lost his only appearance to Reynald Williams of Los Angeles Matadors, and Siddarth Varma this time nearly walking to a right there from Abdurashidov. Siddarth Varma has this tendency of dropping his guard, showboating a bit, something that he's got to watch out against. Siddarth Varma now coming in close. Had a good win against Eric Fowler in this very same arena, and this time can he continue that good work? Lost a very, very close bout to Edward Husseinov, and certainly the Venky's Mumbai fighters felt a little done in. This time again landing a good left to Abdurashidov, a good combination landed by Varma. his feet. Certainly, Varma has managed to put some pressure in the opening round. He's backed up in the corner, but
Not pushing,
has
not
landed
pushing.
quite a few punches of his own. Abdurashidov not trying to take advantage of the fact that Varma doesn't have too much room to maneuver. Minute 15 remaining in round number 1. Varma still stuck in his own corner. Can he get? He's got to get out there, out of that place. Can't hang in there for so long, because that could certainly.
No hit, no hit.
Now, Abdurashidov trying to keep the action there. You try to use his shoulder, but Siddarth Varma seems to have landed quite a few punches to rock.
No head pushing, no head pushing.
On his feet, and this time again hitting the back cushions.
Stop. Head.
Abdurashidov being asked to step back, and Siddarth Varma finally
Head up.
trying to get out of the clinch. Less than half a minute in round number 1. Very tough to call when the boxers are
Head,
such
up.
a close clinch, and all the action going around in one corner itself. Final 10 seconds, 15 seconds, beg your pardon, and now it's the countdown to the end of round number 1. Abdurashidov trying to make it count. Varma has
Stop. No pushing.
taken as good as he got. So this has been an even contest, and let's see how well Siddarth Varma has managed to impress the judges, because that's what counts. And Abdurashidov may have just got a bit of a nod from the judges, because he had the aggressive intent. There you see opening good start there from Siddarth Varma, who invited Abdurashidov to come in, and then trying to he got caught in the corner. Abdurashidov wanted to come in close, but Siddarth Varma was punching away, landed quite a few, and we'll see how the judges have scored, and all three have scored in favor of the Russian. So the Indian lost the first round. That fact that he was cornered in that red corner, going in favor of the Russian. Now Siddarth Varma has got to come back. Got to realize that staying put in one place will not help his cause. Once again, the left not working for Siddarth Varma, not able to create that opening. Abdurashidov trying to score as he goes in with his head bent down. Referee Tariq immediately spots that as dangerous. Siddarth Varma keeping things a little too open for comfort, allowing Abdurashidov to come in low and land punches. Once again, the left to the head, and this time a good left from Siddarth Varma, has the crowd cheering. Abdurashidov trying to use the left shoulder to push his opponent into a corner once again. Smart tactics by Abdurashidov, trying to push the Indian into the corner, but Siddarth Varma has realized that he could be in trouble if he backs off, and certainly standing his ground, Siddarth Varma. Minute 45 in round number 2 remaining.
Stop.
Martin Tadic, the referee telling Abdurashidov to keep his head up, is again going in with his head down. Siddarth Varma waiting for the opportunity, hasn't landed enough. He's got to get a little more aggressive. It's been pushed back by Abdurashidov, who's managed to get him in the corner. Now Siddarth Varma has a chance. Minute plus remaining in round number 2. Can Siddarth Varma come back? It's going to be the key. He can connect a few good lefts. Got the opportunity. Abdurashidov again coming in with his head low. Tadic keeping a very close eye on Abdurashidov. Siddarth Varma caught against the ropes. Got to move out of trouble there. Siddarth Varma not using his feet as much as he could be, just staying put in one place and inviting punishment from Abdurashidov. He's got to move away, start moving around this not the most experienced in international arena, Siddarth Varma, although he's 27 years of age. Adlan Abdurashidov just 21. Rashidov certainly putting Siddarth Varma in a spot of bother again in round number 2. Varma not good enough even here as the left rattles Siddarth Varma, and round number 2 also looks like giving Adlan Abdurashidov the edge, and that could spell trouble for India's Siddarth Varma. Not a bit of cut below his left eye. There you see the shoulders coming in. Siddarth Varma throwing punches rather randomly, not fighting with a plan, which is showing in his lack of footwork as he stays put and allows Adlan Abdurashidov to dominate, standing in one place. And again in round number 2, it's the same story. All 3 judges scoring in favor of the blue corner, Adlan Abdurashidov, who now leads 20-18. Siddarth Varma has got a cut below his left eye, a bit of a blood coming in. Can Siddarth Varma bounce back? That's going to be the key. He's got to land a few punches, strong ones, and start moving as well. He's not moving enough in the ring, which has been his undoing in both round 1 and 2. Siddarth Varma trying to counter with the left, suddenly realizing that he can use the entire ring. He's at
Head up.
once again bending down, but left again from Abdurashidov. 2 minutes. Round number 3 is once again got Siddarth Varma in a spot of bother. Connected a good left there. You see Sonu Sood in conversation with Udit Sheth, the team principal of Venky's Mumbai Fighters. Siddarth Varma getting a verbal warning from Martin Tadic of Croatia, the referee. Halfway through round number 3, and once again it's Adlan Abdurashidov who's got the edge. It's very, very important for Siddarth Varma to start moving and landing some good punches of his own. Only then can he come back, because he is lost the first 2 rounds to his opponent. Not that he knows it, but certainly the boxer realizes that he has not landed enough. Final minute of round number 3, and once again Siddarth Varma backs off into the corner, onto the ropes, allowing Adlan Abdurashidov to come in. The 21-year-old never hesitant to take advantage of Siddarth Varma's hesitation to move around and use the length and breadth of the ring, and that's allowing and making the task so much easier for Adlan Abdurashidov. Getting quite easy for Abdulrashidov to try and Abdurashidov once again coming in very, very strongly at Siddarth Varma, and this possibly would mean that he will have a decisive lead. So unless after this round, so round number 3 also would have the Russian having a slight edge in the bout so far, but Siddarth Varma is creating problems for himself by not moving around enough. There you see once again Abdurashidov allowed to come in, the right pushing Siddarth Varma back. Then Abdurashidov comes in and then has Siddarth Varma covering his head, not doing enough, and Abdurashidov takes advantage of the reluctance of movement, and all 3 rounds going to Abdurashidov. So he now has a decisive lead of 30-27. All 3 judges have scored in favor of Adlan Abdurashidov, and there you have some young spectators. Round number 4, and Siddarth Varma now needs to be pretty decisive. Lost 3 rounds, just 2 more rounds to go. Martin Tadic keeping a very, very close eye on things. Siddarth Varma has got to try and finish very strongly, and if he can get a standing 8 count against Abdurashidov, that would serve his cause very well. He's got to keep moving, that's going to be the key. Siddarth Varma not really able to land the punches that he wants, allowing Abdurashidov to dominate and come in closely, not doing enough damage with his own punches, aiming for the shoulders rather than the head area.
Break. Step back. Box.
Abdurashidov coming in very strongly. Siddarth Varma not able to do enough to keep him at bay. It's going to be not easy for Siddarth Varma to come back in this round. He fought a rather good battle against Edward Husanov in the November outing against Moscow. But this time around he's been a little reluctant to fight, and that's allowed Adlan Abdurashidov to dominate as we approach the final minute of round number 4, and Abdurashidov looks like having it all sewn up by round 4 itself. No real trouble for him. Siddarth Varma presenting an easy target as he is not moving his feet enough, and that has allowed Abdurashidov to stand in one place and keep throwing the punches. He's landed quite a few, and that's enough to get in the first 3 rounds.
No pushing. Box.
Final half minute of round number 4. Again, Siddarth Varma is bleeding from under the left eye. The head from Adlan Abdurashidov has made contact. Once again, referee Tadic says no, but the doctor may want to have a look at that cut below the left eye.
Stop!
Bell signals end of round number 4, and it will be very, very difficult for... There you see that left cut below the left eye. That's what has got Siddarth Varma in a spot of bother, as Adlan Abdurashidov seems to have it all sewn up thanks to his pretty aggressive approach, and also things being made rather easy by Siddarth Varma's reluctance to move around in the ring, and it's not going to be too difficult for the judges to score that in favor of the Russian, because he's got all the aggression in his favor. And there you see round number 4 going in favor of the Russian once again, who's got a 40-36 lead on all 3 cards. So now it's the Indian who needs a knockout. Round number 5. Well, we've got a bit of a trouble with the clock there. So
Stop.
Round number 5 has begun. We are about 12 seconds off on that clock. So we'll have to wait and see.
No spitting, no spitting.
Abdurashidov knows he's got the bout all soon up until unless Siddarth Varma can get a knockout decision. It doesn't look very likely given Siddarth Varma's reluctance to go in for the attack in any of the previous 4 rounds, and Abdurashidov has wasted no opportunity.
Break.
Approaching towards the 2-minute mark in round number 5. Round number 5 is stopped. Abdurashidov covering, but can Siddarth Varma make it count? Abdurashidov avoiding him, and that's not good tactics by Abdurashidov, because that's almost like what Siddarth Varma did in the earlier rounds, inviting punishment. And immediately Martin Tadic telling the Russian not to use his shoulder so much. Abdurashidov avoiding getting into a tangle. So it's not going to be easy for Siddarth Varma to try and get close to him, because Abdurashidov knows he's got the advantage. But can Siddarth Varma turn the tables on Abdurashidov? Well, unfortunately, the Russian is too quick for him to come into any kind of trouble.
Break.
Final minute of round number 5. Remember, the clock on the screen is about 12 seconds off. Siddarth Varma trying to come back strongly, but I think he's left it a little too late. And on points, it's Abdurashidov who's coming in with a good combination.
Stop.
This time trying to not no formal warning there, just a verbal one from Martin Tadic, but Abdurashidov none the wiser, knows he doesn't need to get into a tangle. Round number 5 progressing probably just as Abdurashidov envisaged, and no trouble for him to keep Siddarth Varma at bay. That's going to be the key, because Abdurashidov knows that he's got the match all soon up.
Break.
Round number 5, and Abdurashidov making sure that he stays up on his feet, and that's all he needs to do. And that's the end of the lightweight contest between Siddarth Varma and Adlan Abdurashidov, and Abdurashidov certain winner by unanimous verdict there, without a doubt winning the. So that will make it 1-1 in the contest. But see round number 5 there, Abdurashidov makes sure that he's done enough and kept Siddarth Varma on his toes, and himself stayed out of harm's way, and still landed enough punches to impress all the 3 judges without a shred of doubt. So that's a clear verdict in favor of Adlan Abdurashidov in the blue shorts against Siddarth Varma, as we wait for the formal announcement of the results. Adlan Abdurashidov, the 21-year-old Russian, seems to have done enough to take a unanimous verdict.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have with us a unanimous decision. Judges score 45-50, Judge 2 45-50, Judge 3 45-50. And the winner from the blue corner, Adlan Abdurashidov from Dynamo Moscow.
And there you have it, Adlan Abdurashidov, a unanimous winner against Siddarth Varma of India. And that brings this contest to 1 apiece. The bantamweight bout won by Gaurav Biduri, and now Adlan Abdurashidov has made it 1-1 with that unanimous verdict. So everything to go for both teams. We'll